Let's
I don't want to
go.
waste time. I
We
gotta
already
eat.
started, bro. We already
Oh, shit.
started.
I gotta stream
Really?
So you
What
guys
time?
don't want to be here, huh?
after
Nope.
this.
I'm busy.
Welcome back. Episode 16 of SUJOBAE Podcast. We're finally doing it.
16.
The Q&A, the AYQ, whatever you want to call it.
No one says AYQ, dude.
Well, you
Who
know
says
what? We're gonna
AY?
make it a thing. AYQ.
Oh,
Episode
never heard that.
16. You guys submitted questions since we posted, and we have gathered the questions in this document. So we're just gonna go straight through and answer all of them.
Oh, we're not gonna introduce each other?
No, but I was gonna start off by saying welcome back. School has started. My name is
Wow.
Joseph Kim,
I'm Suzie Lee.
And I'm Matthew Bae.
and for most of our years, school has officially started. If you're still in college or if
Yeah.
you're going to college, but how have things been since last episode?
I didn't do anything.
It's been like what
Just
a
start
week,
talking.
a week and a half.
So you just start talking.
For me, why do I always have to go first?
Dude, I haven't done
Why
anything.
not?
Let's do anything.
I just put chocolate in my mouth, but
That's great.
so I moved to a new place. As you guys can tell, the background's a little different, and I moved all by myself. It was
That's cap.
Nuh-uh!
Just
What
kidding.
the- and it
Who
was
else you-
really tiring, but
Who'd you
when
pay?
nobody, literally just myself. I treated myself after, but it's it's a really nice place, so I'm really happy about it. Yeah, and like Joseph said,
Hella
school's-
nice.
it's really nice.
It's really
so-
nice.
Okay, we get it. It's nice. Can we move on?
So nice. Wow.
She got a big bedroom, a living room,
Alright.
and a dining room. Oh,
Yeah, it's
I got pictures too.
she's
I've
stacked.
seen it all.
all
Nice
right.
bathroom.
It's nice house. We're moving on. And yeah, our school started, but my class is only like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3:30 to 5:30, so it's not that bad. But I started translating again, and I'm still streaming. So I've been trying to stay busy.
Chilling.
Yeah, having fun. I just finished second sponsorship from Stream, and yeah, it was pretty fun. So
Nice.
Big moves, big moves.
big bucks.
We love to see it. What's the stream called?
Sleeve throws.
Crazy.
Wait, Suzie, do you walk to class?
So I only went to class once, and my car was broken. So I took the bus there, and I was gonna take the bus back, but the bus didn't come for 30 minutes. So my friend was on the way, and he picked me up. And I don't know how I'm gonna go to class tomorrow. Probably gonna ride the bus.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I can't walk. It's 45-minute walk, dude.
It is not 45
It
minutes.
is. I looked it up on the map before I left.
Wait, I walk to class and it's only 23 minutes for me.
Where's your class?
Like, walk.
Mine's Marriott.
Oh,
That's
okay.
really far.
That's
That's
away
really far.
somewhere else then.
Yeah, that's really far.
Never mind.
Oh wait, I forgot you guys are that far off campus. But for
Yeah.
some reason it didn't. Oh wait, because you guys have to walk.
Don't say my apartment name.
I'm not saying it. Wait, do you have to cut through the neighborhood?
I do. It's
He
not
does,
that bad.
not me.
Interesting.
No, but
Okay,
honestly,
okay.
with the car, it is not that far. Like it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah, but with the car it's not bad.
Bus ride too. Bus isn't that bad.
Yeah.
yeah, and even going to Chauncey, it's not that bad. But going to my classes area is far.
Yeah, Marriott's a little far.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't just gonna drop your apartment name like that.
Okay, good.
Shit,
Because
let's-
I've done that
Here.
before. I've done that before.
Oh really?
Yeah.
On stream, it's like, I live here, guys, by the way.
No, I was calling my DoorDash driver and I said my full address.
You're so
Oh.
stupid.
Yep.
Susie,
Oh.
you out of all people need to be.
Yeah, I know. I exposed too many things.
See, you should
Okay,
probably
so
talk
that-
about how you left your door open, like when you're moving in.
Oh yeah. So my balcony, like anyone can come in from it. I
Oh.
literally left it open and
Good
I
to
went
know.
outside and
Good to
went
know.
somewhere. So
If
yeah,
you find an open balcony somehow.
that's probably mine.
Probably
Can you imagine?
Susie's.
Can you imagine I'm trying to rob and then I'll be like, oh dang it.
It's Susie's hard.
It's too easy.
I have nothing of value here.
Yeah, actually. But anyways, how about
just-
you guys?
I'll just take a chair out of spite.
Oh.
I haven't done anything. Life's been the same for me. I've been
Nice.
like just constantly applying 24/7.
Bro, you should just come to Purdue then.
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
All up this Friday.
Oh yeah, dude, come to call. I don't have any friends other than Joseph.
No, I don't like how you
Switch it
said
up.
that.
Quick switch. See, I thought about coming to call out and also
Canoe trip.
canoe trip, but like I have to still figure that out if I want to make that drive. But we'll see. But yeah, I've been like chilling. Been really applying, gotten some interviews, finished my certificate.
Nice.
So I'm doing things. It's happening slowly. But yeah, I've been chilling, but it's been hitting me because like, Adam went to Purdue, right? And then all you guys are at Purdue too, and like I'm just here. Like I'm not like I see like I'm like walking my dog and like I see like the bus come to drop off the high school students and I'm like, oh wow.
Well, even the high schooler has a life.
I'm like, dang. At least they're doing something. But I'm just like chilling. But yeah, it's all good though. Yeah, I haven't done anything. I've just been playing pickleball, basketball. I don't know, meeting people. I've been going to the city a lot.
That's good.
Yeah,
like Chicago.
Yeah, I've been going to the city because all my friends got apartments there now. So, and they got nice apartments too. So it's nice to like mooch. I mean, visit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. But I'll see if I can come. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. Just chilling.
Yeah.
You, Joseph?
That's similar to Suzie. Like moved in. Went to class Monday.
Me and Joseph are neighbors now.
Yeah. Well, we're like neighbors, but we're still kind of far.
Kind of.
Which
far.
apartment? Which
like it's still like a 5 to 10 minute walk. It's like a 5 to 10 minute walk at least.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like we've been talking about, like our place is kind of far from campus, so it is a long walk.
Yeah.
To classes.
Like to Correct, dude, it's literally like
I'm never, unless like someone drives me there, I'm never going to Correct.
Okay.
Hint at Suzie, but
my car's broken. Don't hint at somebody else.
My place also doesn't have like hot water, so I've been chilling with the cold water showers and everything.
Chilling, literally and figuratively.
Literally been chilling. Been doing a lot of stuff for our club, Cornerstone. We had Be Involved here last weekend. I have worship practice tomorrow, and then we have call out this Friday. But it's kind of weird now because everyone's so young. They're all like,
yes.
Like Suzie said, like we have no friends in our grade left here on campus. It's like I have to either make efforts to hang out with the youngins or like no friends.
Yeah,
but
that's what I've been thinking.
It's chill. It is whatever.
Yeah,
we'll survive. You're only here for a semester, Suzie. I have to be here for a full year and a half still. So
that means you actually have motivation to like reach out to people. I feel like.
All right. Yeah, I guess so.
No, because like for Suzie, what's the point? Yeah, for Suzie, what's the point? Almost.
That's true. I mean, I am serving.
Like I already have friends.
That is an incentive. Like the reason I served this year for a club or took a leadership position at Cornerstone is because it kind of gets me out there and also allows me to connect. So one of the reasons, I guess, that I chose to serve. But yeah, everything's coming together. School's starting to get a move on. Been doing syllabus stuff in classes.
But I think on that topic though, like how like you guys are saying like you have no friends. I feel like when you get out of college, your friend like pool like really widens because now it's like everybody, right? You're now like an adult.
Yeah.
So like I'm friends with people who are like married and are thinking about having children, and like I'm just like.
You're like, I don't even have a girlfriend.
It's everyone that's post grad.
Yeah. It's like everyone that's post grad now, and then like people are talking about like taxes, like or something, or like like big stuff now, and like you can hang out with like anybody, and so it's weird now. Like your friend group is like small, but like diverse. Maybe that's the right word. So it's different.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. If I do this, it looks like me and Joseph are matching. So I'm gonna do this.
Our shirts.
I can switch my shirt if you guys want me to.
We should do that starting from now on. Like wear same color scheme.
Okay, so we're getting SUJOBAE merch or something.
Not starting today, but maybe we can wear like.
Let's all buy the same shirt and wear it.
Oh, we all like.
I'm thinking about Supreme.
We have to
Okay,
wear
we're
the same headphones.
Well, when Matt gets money from Snapchat, that's what he's gonna spend it on, I guess.
For myself. You guys have to figure out how to get the shirt. I'll get the shirt, but
Wait, clarify. Why is Matt getting money from Snapchat?
PSA for those who live in Illinois, my Illinois residents friends, if you use Snapchat between 2015 and now, you can submit a claim to receive money because they lost the lawsuit for like a filter. So apparently, like, they were collecting data illegally from these filters, and they got in trouble. So Snapchat, honestly, actually, if you have a Snapchat account still in Illinois, they already sent you the Snapchat people sent you something to fill the claim. So you have to do it by like November, I think. So
Free money for Snapchat users.
free money.
Illinois, you hit her first.
Yes, sir.
Well, we can jump right into the purpose of this episode, is answering your questions. We got a lot to go through.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for submitting. If you didn't submit, that's your loss. You're gonna have to wait until we do this again. Probably won't be for a while, so
We never will.
but we can jump right into our first question, and it's a simple one. Is SUJOBAE going to continue until next year? I think this was submitted
last episode.
This was submitted to us the previous episode when we did questions, and that was before Matt graduated and everything. This was probably like episode 8 or something. So yes, we are continuing. I don't know how long, but we're here now. So I guess the answer to that is yes.
No timeline, honestly. I mean, we can keep doing this for a long time. So
yeah. Watch us be like 40-year-old parents and be like, "What's up? Welcome back to episode 200."
And we're wearing the same shirt.
200? I'm sure it'll be a lot longer than 200, right?
I don't know if we're gonna keep on doing if we're gonna keep up with every week, it'll be like welcome to episode 3000 or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we'll see. For now,
But thank you for the support.
Yeah,
though, seriously.
we're keeping it up. The views are good, so I'm loving the support. Number 2, difference between a learning experience and a bad memory. What is the difference between a learning experience and a bad memory to you guys?
Well, I don't think they're the same things. Like,
Yeah. A weird question.
It's like
whoa, don't offend the question asker.
you can have like, okay, I think the question is trying to phrase like, let's say you had a really bad moment
memory,
in your
but
life,
you can
right?
still learn from it.
Yeah.
Oh.
When is it up to you to make something out of it? You know, like let's say you had a really embarrassing moment and it just becomes a bad memory. But can that also be, or like what's the difference between that and something that happens to you that's also embarrassing, but you learn from it and it's like a learning experience?
I don't personally, I don't think so far in my life, I don't think anything I would consider like a bad experience. I think like everything has been a learning experience for me. Nothing I regret. But I think if it affects like if you like, or like, if you get like physically like hurt, like if I like lost an arm or something, that would be like a bad memory. But I don't know. I feel like most of the things I literally just say, I mean, as long as I learn from it. So I don't know. What about you guys?
I can't think of a bad memory that wasn't a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you have to learn something from that bad memory. Actually, this is a good question. I might change my mind. This is actually a good question because because I can't think of just a bad memory simply just being like, oh, this was embarrassing or this was frustrating. But like it was embarrassing or this was bad, but I learned from that moment not to do that, or I learned not to move, not to say this or whatever, right? I can't think of a bad memory where like I just like it's just plainly a bad memory. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm also trying to think of like a bad memory. Like I feel like if you really put your mind to it, you can maybe learn something out of it. I know there's been many times where I've had a bad experience and I didn't want to learn from something, or I knew this was supposed to be a lessons learned, but it still hurt to the point where it's like, was it even worth the lesson? But I still learned something and I still got something from it.
Yeah.
But
I can think of a bad memory where I haven't learned a single thing. Like,
what?
Really?
I can't.
Oh, you can't.
I thought you said can. I was like,
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. I was like, tell us.
It's a secret.
Yeah, I can't think of anything because, like, if I think of like maybe like past relationships that I've had, like friendships and relationships, even though maybe it was like a bad memory, like I learned from that bad memory. You know, maybe to do this from the next. So I can't think of anything where it's solely just a learning experience and solely just a bad memory.
Agreed.
So what's the difference? There's no difference.
It can be both.
It could be both.
Yeah, it could definitely be both. I guess the difference would be you really didn't learn anything, but there's no instance that we didn't learn anything. So I guess it's the same thing. But yeah, good question.
Nice.
Whoever submitted this, if you have a bad memory that you didn't learn from it, like share it with us, and then maybe
comment, please.
We can understand.
Yeah.
I know who submitted this question. So I expect this person to submit a comment because he's a pretty committed listener.
I'm gonna turn my AC on. Sorry, hold on.
All right, you go ahead and do that. Next question though. How good do you think you're at pickleball, Matt? I think this is just Matt because Suzie and I don't play pickleball, but the question is, how good do you think you're at pickleball? So,
all right, so I think this is submitted by, and she wanted a shout out. So Melanie, I hope you're
shout
happy.
out to Melanie. Woo!
She said she hasn't listened to a single episode, but like I think this one now because
I think Melanie was asking me.
Melanie doesn't.
I'm just saying I'm cracked at pickleball.
I'm not great, but I'm not bad. Like I can.
You gotta watch your words carefully. You're
if I do, yeah, because like I'm being careful because there's some people that watch this that are really good at pickleball.
I don't even know what pickleball is.
So, Susie's a 1. So out of 1 through 10, I'm a good 7.
That's pretty high.
I'm a good 7. I used to be like a 4.
What is it? Really what's bad. A 10? Like professional or?
No, 10 is like you've played tennis like throughout high school and college, and you know like the technique. You can put spin on it. You have good shot placement. You know, like you have good touch. Like that's like 10. And there's a lot of people I know that are 10s at pickleball. And for me, I think I'm a good 7.
Uh,
pickleball, right? No, I'm just kidding.
And everything else. Actually, everything else, I'm like, 11. Like, yeah, just pickleball.
If Susie's a 1, if Susie's a 1, I'm a 2.
What? In pickleball.
You know, it'd be really funny. It'd be really funny if you guys played and Susie's better.
Yeah.
It's like Susie's just like amazing
destroys
at pickleball.
Yeah, it's actually really easy. Yeah.
The Matt, you should come to Purdue and teach us.
There's a pickleball club. Adam's joining it.
No one's joining a pickleball club.
Adam's joining.
Okay, me and Joseph are not joining a pickleball.
We're not joining a pickleball club.
Okay.
Unless you come down and teach us.
I'll teach you.
Good question, though. Thank you for the question.
Melanie.
Yeah, shout out to Melanie. Question number 4. Yeah, probably a couple of these are from her, but
this is also from Melanie.
What kind of chair are you? Chair.
So are you a massage chair, gaming chair, airplane?
You know, when I saw this question, it made me flashback to my philosophy class over summer.
Oh,
and we had like an hour and a half debate on what a chair is. So
we're not going that. This is not your philosophy class.
In my head, I have so many things.
Is it a figurative?
But it's like we just literally defined what a chair is. And I was like, why is this so much more complicated than it should be?
It's just a chair.
Yeah, it's just a chair.
An object that holds somebody up.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well,
I would say I'm a.
And let's like relate it to personality.
So Suzie is a beanbag
not like looks.
chair.
We don't like.
I'm like a couch. I'm like comfy vibes.
Couch, but is couch
everyone's
a chair?
welcome on it. All right, this is not your philosophy class. Couch the chair.
Suzie, what do you mean by everyone's allowed on it?
Yeah, that was really weird.
I never. Oh.
You just said that.
I'm real confused. I'm real confused now.
No, not
Melanie.
like not like everyone's allowed on it. No, like I meant like everyone. Okay, I don't know why I said
The
that.
title of this episode is going to be "Everyone's Allowed on Me."
So
everyone's allowed on Suzie. Just kidding.
Body slam Suzie.
I just meant like comfy vibes. Easy to approach.
So you're a comfortable person.
Yeah.
You're very
Because whenever
like,
you go over to someone's house, you're not gonna sit on their bed. You can sit on their couch.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Like it's approachable. Okay, can we stop thinking about dirty things? Like
no, it's just like this is such a weird question. It's not even like dirty, it's just like weird. I don't know how to describe myself as a chair.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
like,
of what kind of chair I would be.
You're like a desk chair.
Okay, that's so
like uncomfortable.
You don't want to be there.
Hey, why don't you want to
only there to study? No,
just
Only
to
there
be
to work.
comfortable?
9 to 5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have said, those outdoor chairs that are foldable.
Oh yeah.
Like I forgot what they're called. Love seats, the camping chair
Yeah.
that like fold into a little bag. See, I was gonna say that because I'm always on the move. Like I have to be portable. I have to go around everywhere. Like prop it up, sit down, settle down, do what you need to do, pack it up, like move on. Like if we think of it in that way, where I have to always be on the move and go around,
Nice.
then maybe that would be my chair. But I can also see study chair, like anything you used to study on, one or the other.
Are you saying people can study on you?
Suzie, I'm gonna leave that to just you. You can study with me if you bring your own chair.
No, but they want to study on you.
Okay.
Dude, now
my God,
you
my
guys are
face is
screwed.
actually
You're so
turning
screwed.
red.
You're gonna come to the next like college hangout. Oh, so
No,
I heard from the podcast.
Oh God.
What about you, Matt? What chair are you?
I can't say gaming chair because I'm not good at games.
No, maybe you want to be a gaming chair because
Aspiring
so that
gamer.
you'll be good at games.
So I'm looking at my gaming chair right now. Do I look like a gaming chair?
No.
Matt, I know what you are. You're the foldable chairs they put out during church service.
The ones that guys try to
After
pick
it's
up
up,
for girls.
hold it back up.
The
Yeah,
type
the
of
guys
chair
the ones that guys try to impress girls with.
yeah,
Yes.
church guy chairs.
So people
Yes.
use me.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh wait, what? I wasn't listening. Sorry, there was a fly on the wall.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyways, we can move on from this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the
Hopefully-
next question is as philosophical
bad
as this one.
As
Well,
bad. I'm
hopefully
just gonna
you guys
choose my
satisfied.
favorite. I'm just gonna choose my favorite one though.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Moving on. What kind of kimchi are you? Haha.
Kimchi, by the way, is a Korean dish.
Fermented dish. Most people know kimchi by now.
True.
Wait, yeah, now it's trendy now.
There's no one that doesn't know what
If
kimchi
you
is.
don't, look it up.
I like the cucumber one
Are you saying you're the cucumber one?
because I'm cute.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's because you're cute. Wait, never mind.
Okay, Suzie, stop. Just so bad.
Cucumber?
Yeah, but like that's like my favorite one. Like personally, I like
Mm.
eating them.
I like any kind of kimchi. I like kimchi jjigae.
But
Okay.
that doesn't make sense. The question is, what kind of kimchi are you? It's just like I like kimchi jjigae.
I think I'm basic. I like the lettuce kimchi.
Pechu kimchi?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Yeah.
Yeah, not lettuce. Cabbage. I could literally eat that with anything. Like even like pizza or like pasta. I could eat
Wait,
that with kimchi.
pizza? It's fire.
Yeah, with pasta.
Actually
it's
fire. And also say with pasta.
Yo, kimchi with sweet potatoes also fire.
Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah. I like it, but I prefer it separately. My opinion.
My cousins introduced me to it, and I was like, "That's pretty fire."
What about you, Joseph? Let's move on from this.
Do you guys know yermu kimchi?
Yeah,
Yes.
That's what I
the
would.
green stuff.
Yeah, it's like more salty
all
than
green.
spicy, and it's like crunchy.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
Crunchy. It's like a tube.
You can. So Joe's
that's-
crunchy, and you can study on him. Anyway,
And
let's
he's
move
a
on.
tube.
Please.
Anyway.
Okay.
Next question.
Also
you could-
for Melanie.
Yeah, if you could go back 1 year in your life, which year would it be and why?
It's a great question.
If we could go back in one year, then wouldn't it just be
No.
2021?
No,
No,
go back
if you-
1 year,
Oh, like
like
one of
a
the
year,
years.
a
Oh.
year
Yeah,
in
any
your life.
year in your
Wait,
past.
is it?
Yeah, if you can go back to
Oh
one year.
yeah. To 1 year.
I'd say freshman year.
College?
Yeah.
Why?
I like, dude, there's so many. I just didn't realize how open everyone was when I was a freshman. When everyone's a freshman, everyone's so open to like, hanging out, meeting new people. Like, it's not like that anymore. Like, seniors don't want to talk to everyone. You know what I mean? I feel like I could have met a lot more people and learned a lot more lessons too. So freshman year, I would love to relive college, I think. So yeah.
For me, it's sophomore year in high school.
Whoa.
Because I think a lot of things happened for me in sophomore year in high school. Like I experienced a lot of crap, and I think I would prefer to do it differently if I could. So I think sophomore year in high school, I would go back and try to change the things. But yeah, because I think like it's like that, like beginning of high school or beginning of college. I think I started off college pretty okay. I don't think it was the worst. I maybe could have done better things, but I pretty much like no regrets from like first year of college. But yeah, I think sophomore in high school for me, I could change a lot of things.
Yeah, I think for me, I would have to agree with Suzie. Freshman year of college, for a variety of reasons. Like similar to Suzie, I think there's just so many things I took for granted being a freshman, like not realizing how it's okay to like mess up. It's okay to like reach out and try new things. But at the same time, I think freshman year was the one year I had in college where I really wasn't worried about anything. Like definitely I had the military on my mind, but that was more sophomore year. Like sophomore year, I could feel it. Freshman year, I was just kind of just living my life. Like, who cares? Do whatever I want. It was also my first year back in the States after I moved to Korea. It was also like, first time living by myself, stuff like that. Like enjoying that freedom. Like I don't necessarily regret anything I did in freshman year, but I would love to re-experience that freedom I had. Not to say I'm like not free right now, but I feel like I'm much more toned down in terms of experimental mindset and more I gotta stick with what I'm doing right now kind of mindset. So yeah, definitely missed that kind of life back in the day. But yeah, freshman year of high school, or I mean college, it was probably one I would go back to.
Interesting. You guys don't want to be like a kid again? Like you don't want to be like 10 years old?
Or
like 5 years old? No?
I want to leave that as like how I was back then.
Yeah. I feel like the things I didn't like about childhood were out of my control anyway. So even if I went back, I couldn't really change anything.
Yeah. It's like past is past almost.
Yeah, it's like back then my parents made all my decisions for me. So it's like I couldn't really change anything if I wanted to.
True.
So actually, which ties into our next question very nicely. It's like, would you rather go back in time or forward in time? So for me, I just mentioned past is past. I don't think there's, for me, like, even though I mentioned like in the past, like the past question, previous question, like, oh, I would go back to some time. For this question, like, would you rather go back or forward? I would just rather go forward. I think I'm more anxious about where I end up in the next 5 years than I am how I changed 5 years ago. Or, you know what I mean? Like, because I think for me, like, what's done is done. And I think it's all happened for a reason. So for me, it's like, I want to see where I am in 5 years. Like, am I, still single? Am I, do I have a job? Where am I? Like, do I still have the same friends I do now in 5 years? Like, I'm interested in that more. So I think that's what I think about now. Less about like, oh, what I could have done, So I think for me, it's definitely forward. I want to go forward.
Are we assuming that if we go forward or back, we're staying there, or are we taking a glimpse and coming back to present?
Oh, I think staying, because taking a glimpse wouldn't matter as much, right? Because like, why would you want to take a glimpse in your past? Like, you already know.
That's true.
I think for me, I'd go back, just because I don't want to waste. Like, I don't want to like skip, because I already feel like time is going by so fast. Like, I don't want to like blink and I'm already like 40 and I'm just gonna be sad. Like, wow, I'm so old and ugly, and because I'm like scared of aging. Or like already? Not aging. Yeah, like I don't like how fast time is moving, because right now I'm like almost 24, and I still remember when I was in like elementary school, like, oh my gosh, like 25 is so old. But when I'm 25 right now, or like about to be, it's like not. I like still feel young, you know? It's like weird.
That's why you have quarter life crisis. You're
Mm.
like, oh my god.
I'm like, what?
Age is just a number. Age is just a number.
Oh, I know, but yeah.
I would agree with Suzie. Like, I don't want to jump forward and be like, what the heck? Why am I here? Like, what?
You're like 80.
Yeah, it's like, or like, I wouldn't jump all the way at 80, but like, even if I had to go into the future, like maybe late 20s, but still then, like, unless I like remember everything when I'm then, like at that point in time, I feel like there would be so many lessons I've learned in life, so many people I would have met, so many things I would have experienced that I want to firsthand experience, not like just know about it. And if I go in the past, is like, sure, I might be able to change some things, but I'm just gonna live life because like I know not to worry about the future now because I know everything's gonna be all right. So if anything, if I go in the past, I can just be more happy about what I'm doing in the past. But yeah, I am curious about the future though. Like I want to know what I'm doing in the future, but I don't want to ruin it by just jumping forward.
That's so fun, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
I think both have its pros and cons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's honestly like our personalities. Like I think I'm very anxious about the future. And then so like that's why I want to go forward. So yeah.
Next up.
Next question. It's would you rather be 8'3" or 4'7"?
I think that's an easy question for me.
But I'm gonna change it up. 8'3" or 4'3"?
4'3"?
I'd say 4'3". Because actually that's how tall my brother is.
How are you gonna drive, Suzie?
You do get benefits, I think.
How are you gonna drive if you're 8'3"? You need like a bus and you're gonna be sitting in the back.
Your head's out, so you're half your body's out the window. You're just like
I'd still say 4'3".
4'3".
8'3" as a girl, dude. I'd be like Princess holding my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend needs a ladder to just like
like give me a hug.
Dang. 8'3"? That's so tall though.
Yeah.
I would be 8'3" and the most dominant basketball player in the whole world.
Dude, a human body at 8'3" will not be able to play basketball.
Yeah, it wouldn't be able to move. Won't
like,
be able to move.
Your legs will break.
Yeah.
You're like Avatar.
Yeah, you're actually a giant.
People. Yeah.
But then again, 4'3" is so small.
But 4'3", you get benefits, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Right? Doesn't the government or
yeah, you're certified like midget or something.
Yeah.
I think if I was 4'3", I would enjoy being small.
4'3"?
if I was 4'3".
What about your girlfriend?
You know what? I'll find a 4'3" girlfriend.
Be 4'2".
But like humans, there are humans that are 4'3". Like, you know what I mean? Like whether or not you're like a baby and like you're growing up and you pass that 4'3" stage, or like you're, you know, medically at that point, or you're just physically at that point, or whatever. Like 4'3" is accommodated for in society, but 8'3" is like one in like a billion, if any, and there's no accommodations for it whatsoever. So it's like rather be something that's more comfortable to live in. So that would be 4'3".
Yeah.
Good question, though.
I just want to see how it feels like to, you know, see over everybody.
That is like interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's like dwarfism versus giganticism, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the conversation. So
yeah.
Whichever one. Comment below what you want, which one you would do.
Yeah.
And then we'll just roast you. This next question is funny. Or I don't know, maybe deep.
Wait, didn't we do this one?
I don't think so.
I remember my answer.
I don't remember.
I don't remember my answer.
Okay, if I say my answer, you'll remember. But...
Okay, well, it'll be really quick then. If you could switch lives with one person within SUJOBAE, who would it be?
I said last time, I said Matt because I want to hang out with Matt's parents.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. what did I say then? I think for me, I think I might have said Suzie, but I think now I want to be with Joe because I want to go to an international school and compete and travel around the world and compete versus other like people. I think that'd be so fun because like we have a friend that does that too in a different international school, and like he played basketball, so I would love to do that. That would be so fun. But yeah,
I don't know what my answer would be. I kind of like my life.
What? You got two great options right in front of you.
I know, seriously.
I would say. It's a big dilemma.
What? Clearly.
It's two bad choices.
I think personally for me, Suzie, because not because like I want her life, but there are aspects in Suzie that I don't see myself.
Her life sucks.
Okay, there's two. Okay,
that's so bad.
To explain certain reasons why I would want to be Suzie. First of all, she has two siblings.
Not many.
Not many, but it's one more than what I have. I like having siblings. And Matt also has only one other sibling, so that would just be like, if Matt and I were to trade lives, I wouldn't see any big difference other than our past experiences. Like we have pretty similar family dynamic. We're both guys. It's like pretty similar. But if I were to switch lives with Suzie, things would be different. I would have two siblings. Okay, Suzie, I was not thinking like streaming as well. Like that's something like that I would have never considered doing in my own life. But I wouldn't mind try experiencing, streaming. I think Suzie's work ethic and like hustle for jobs is pretty admirable. So like that's something I also want to experience and maybe, do. So that's the reasons why.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't know.
Suzie, she made up her mind. She knows your answer.
Everything else is kind of.
I know why. Okay.
But yeah.
Interesting. Next question is, why are you so cool? It's a gift. Why are you gay?
Yeah, Matt, why are you gay, bro?
There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's very happy.
I am a happy person.
Moving on. Feelings on your significant other. This is like, wow, this question compared to the last one is just so different. Feelings on your significant other having a best friend of the opposite gender.
These are
spicy question.
Best friend.
I'm not going to reveal who said this question, but if you're listening and you're dealing with this, talk to me. I know the guy. I'll beat him up for you.
This is
I know where he lives.
Yeah, this is a lot of.
I honestly think it depends on like the trust in your partner.
It's really case dependent, but
yeah, exactly. And like it depends on like how your partner is around this like guy friend too. Because I have some guy friends who have girlfriends who act like they don't. And one time I asked him, I was like, dude, like, would you let your girlfriend have a guy friend like you? And he was like, probably not. Like, I just think it depends on how they are around that person. Because like some friendship, I believe, is literally just platonic. Like they don't have feelings for, your significant other, they won't. So then it doesn't matter, right? But I think if they're sus and stuff, like, and if you can tell, then I would tell my significant other, like, I don't want you hanging out with that girl. And then if he doesn't listen, then I think that's a problem. Yeah.
I think to answer this question, I do agree with Suzie. I think it is very case dependent. And like, if it works for you, it works for you. Like, there's no problem with that. But in my experience, all the couples that I know that are like still going, their close friends are the same gender as they are. Like I don't know many couples that have best friends. Like, for example, like I don't know many guys who have a girlfriend that have a best friend who also a girl. I don't know many people like that. Maybe like one or two. And if it works, great. Like no problem at all. But in my experience, I think it's a very low percentage of it either working or like it happens. So that's just my take on it. my experience. So my feelings on having a best friend of the opposite gender, I would say I would lean more towards no. I think that's a red flag, or maybe like something that I would be less willing to commit to, if that were the case. But it's very case by case dependent.
Yeah, I agree. I think if I had a girlfriend and she had a really close guy friend, it really depends on how transparent she is with it. If she's like telling me like, oh, I have a friend back home, he and I are really close, we grew up together, whatever, and we're like best friends. Like, and then she also like introduces me to him, and like we also hang out together and we also become friends. Like, then I'm okay because he's in the circle. You know what I mean? And like I'm aware of this guy, I know who he is. But if she does it behind my back and I don't know about this guy and I find out through someone else, is like, oh, did you know your girlfriend had a friend that's a guy and they hang out a lot and I had no clue, I would definitely consider that a red flag. And I also think depending on how she responds to me bringing it up, and if she gets all really defensive about it, then that's also a red flag.
What
But
about? Oh,
it
sorry.
can
Go
work.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it can work though. Like definitely.
What about if your significant other has a guy friend who they've hooked up before, but they don't like each other? It was just like one time thing.
Friends,
but they're
friends
still
with benefits.
But they're still friends. Well,
it's not friends with benefits because it's stopped. Right?
It stopped.
You're saying
Okay.
it stopped after that one time.
Like, would you guys mind them being friends still? They've seen each other completely naked.
Okay. See, this sounds very personal.
What? Wait, what?
Right,
What? No.
I'm just kidding.
No, actually, because I've heard situations like this. Like I've seen it.
It's got to be happening to someone out there.
Like, are they best friends or they're just friends?
Friends.
Probably just friends.
Friends, yeah.
For me, I would feel very uncomfortable if I had a girlfriend and she had a guy she hooked up with and they were close at one point, and then now since she's in a relationship with me, they've stopped doing their thing, but still like they're friends. If not, like maybe the girlfriend and I are still like dating and we're close, but I would kind of avoid the guy just because it makes me feel uncomfortable. But it really also depends on the case, because like if the guy's a nice dude and like he's very upfront about it, he's like, yeah, that's our history, but she's your girlfriend now, so I'm gonna respect that, and he kind of is aware, then maybe it's different. But I don't know, I would have to experience it to really say.
I think I'm okay with it, but like I think there will be a constant thought in my back of my head, like, am I just an option? Because you know what I mean? Like I think the biggest thing that is interesting is like they didn't date, right? They just like hooked up or whatever, right? And like they're still like friends. I think that like to me, like I would like all of a sudden start thinking like, this is just me personally, like I would just think like I'm an option. Like, oh, if this doesn't work out, then I can just go here, or if I can just go here, or I'll go there, right? It's like I think that would bug me more than like seeing him, or like I think I would do the same with Joe. I would avoid him, probably at all costs. But yeah, I think that would, like, now that I don't know if I'll be okay with it now. Like, but you know what I mean? Like it's just weird. You know what I mean, right? It's like
it is weird.
Something's a little bit lost in the I don't know. How about you, Suzie? What would you?
I think it'd be weird, like for sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I think it'd be weird. And I get jealous pretty. I feel like I'm like a jealous person. So if I would be like, I would constantly think like, but they've seen each other naked, So that's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that.
She's like, when are we gonna see each other naked?
I don't know. I would feel, because to me that's like almost like an ex, So I feel weird. I'd be like, you should probably keep distance, or I'd feel uncomfortable. And I feel like my partner should respect that. So
yeah, I think anyone should respect that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways,
good question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting question.
Good question.
next up, what's something people seem to misunderstand about you?
Ooh.
And one underrated thing about each other.
One thing that they misunderstand about me.
Well, I have a funny one, but it's not like my answer. It's a funny one. So people
Do a
think
funny one first.
people
No.
think I'm really into Pokemon Go. Okay, but here's the thing. Listen to me. Everyone listen to me that listen to this, okay? All my friends that I play Pokemon Go with are better than me. They are higher level, they have more things, they play more, but everyone for some reason at college thought, wow, Matt has no life. All he does is play Pokemon Go. No. Joe's better than me, Mark's better than me, Andrew's better than me, Youngsik's better than me, everyone's better than me, Nathan's better than me. But for some reason, everyone kept thinking, wow, all Matt does is play Pokemon Go and that's his life. But no, that's not true. It's a very
Wait,
big
you guys still
misunderstanding.
play Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
People at my home church play, so I play all the time
Okay.
now.
Nice.
The thing is, Matt, you never learned how to play without people knowing.
That is true. I'm very
You got to learn to be discreet with it.
I'm very yeah. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm playing Pokemon.
I knew it.
Mm. Mm. Do you want to say your serious one, or do you want us to
I need to
say?
think about my serious one a little bit more.
Okay. I think for me is I feel like a lot of people think that I'm just like a funny person.
You could tell me.
Let me elaborate.
Tell me one person.
Wait,
that
funny
thinks you're
looking or
funny.
funny?
No, like,
Like haha.
I feel like I laugh a lot. I'm a very laughable person. Like or not laughable. Like I laugh at a lot of things. I feel like honestly, it's very hard for you to not make me laugh. Like if you can't make me laugh, it's over. Like you can't make anyone laugh. Like I feel like I laugh a lot and stuff, and a lot of people just mistake me as like oh, she doesn't really like, she's not serious. She just laughs all the time. Kind of like that. Like, oh, I can just joke around with her. She doesn't get hurt. Like that, in that way, funny. Okay, I don't know why I said funny, but like, yeah, just like she doesn't get hurt. She can, like, I can joke about her all the time. She can be the target. Like, she can take jokes, stuff like that.
Like not sensitive.
Yeah, which I feel like
I don't think it's that actually.
like kind of like I feel like I'm like I can take jokes for sure, and I don't really care what people
Like thick-skinned. People think you're thick-skinned all the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
Which I am, but like it just keeps getting pushed, and then one time I like explode. It's like, oh wow, you can't even take jokes, kind of like that. Yeah.
People can't like yeah.
I see that. Yeah.
But a lot of people, I feel like, think that.
So. I think one thing for me, I guess it's similar to Suzie. Like to some extent, it is true, but at the same time, it's not the only thing I do. A lot of people think like all I do is study.
Yes,
that's like one thing I get commented. Like it is true. I do study a lot. Like I have to admit, I do put academics on a pretty high priority when I'm at school, but at the same time, it's like every time I'm home, it's not like I'm just sitting there studying. Like I just don't I'm like an introvert, right? So I don't go out and hang out. Like I just hang out in my room by myself. Like I play games, I watch YouTube, I watch movies, I like eat and sleep, cook. Like I get that me being at home all the time may come off as, oh, he's so studious and he's always studying. And to a certain extent, I am studying because I'm at home. But at the same time, it's like, let's say I had no studying to do whatsoever. My actions will be the exact same. I'll be at home and you won't see me unless there's a real reason for me to come out and hang out, because that's just who I am. So I feel like that sometimes makes me unapproachable when it comes to like hanging out. Like people think like, oh, Joe has stuff to study about, or oh, if he's home, like let's not bother if he's studying. Like even though I'm completely free. And it's to the point sometimes where I feel like people don't even bother asking if I'm busy or not, because they assume I'm studying or they assume I have stuff to do. Which like, I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but I think sometimes people are like, oh yeah, let's not bother Joe because he's studying when I'm clearly not. But I don't want to say like, no, I'm not studying, like because it's like I don't want to say like I'm not, but at the same time, it's like at that moment I'm not studying, so it's like you got that wrong. So
I could see that.
yeah, it's not like it bothers me too much, but a lot of people do assume that right away, and I think that's something people misunderstand about me.
That happened to me a lot in college. I think like a lot of people are like, "Oh, we're not gonna like text Matt because he's probably busy." Like I don't know where people got that assumption. Like I'm always busy. You know, like it's not like I have that many friends or I'm like that popular of a person. It's just no. Like I mean, maybe because I was a leader of a club, like I like looked more busy, but like I'm still like a normal dude, just doing normal dude stuff. You know, it's like
Right.
there's days where like I legit have nothing to do. Like I did all my work, I did all my whatever. Like I have time to just do whatever, and like people like think like, oh no, he's always busy. It's like no, I don't think so. But yeah, I definitely can sympathize with that. But I think for me, it's like, and this is something that like I want to be careful saying. I don't want to like it's gonna sound real stupid, but um throughout college, I've gotten a lot of times that I'm just like stupid. Like I am just like very low intelligence. I think like I've been like
I'm just kidding.
like I think a lot of people like for some reason, maybe it's because like my major or like I'm a very like sometimes I like talk too fast before I talk very fast and like I talk like I speak before I think. And like I sometimes like mess up and I'm very clumsy sometimes with my words and my actions. But like I think for some reason I kept getting people like saying like, oh, it's just because you're dumb. And I'm like, I don't think I'm dumb. I don't think I'm not as like smart as like an engineer or as smart as he is. I'm not very like logical. I'm not good at like technical skills. But I think like in terms of like conversing, like I think creative thinking and like, you know, I have other strengths other than just like I'm not good at math. Like I'm not good at math. So like I'm just not like since I'm not good at that, I feel like a lot of people just like for some reason thought I was stupid. Cause I'm just like so that happened to me a lot. And I like really think like I'm not stupid. I don't think I'm dumb. It's just I don't have the same skill sets as like I think a STEM major, which is like where majority of like Asians are. So yeah, I seem different, but I'm not like because I'm different doesn't mean I'm dumb. Like I don't have a low intelligence. Because of that. So I think that was like a misunderstanding that I don't know, for some reason it happened a lot in college. It's like, oh, like how do you feel being dumb? It's like I mean,
Whoa.
I don't know. I mean like yeah, I'm not good at math, my bad. I guess I'm dumb. I don't know. Like I'm not good at science except biology, but everything else I'm bad at. You know, like it's just not my strength. Logic stuff is not like that stuff's not my strength. So yeah, I don't know. That was like a big misunderstanding I think people had in college. Not everyone, like a few people.
Okay,
there.
You can prove them wrong.
Yes,
I think that too. Wait, Matt, I feel like low-key same because of major and just like I don't really portray myself as like the most studious person out there.
Yeah.
And I think it's very, very easy for other people to think like, wow, you're so stupid. But like you can prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Like I think like especially for like maybe in Susie's case, like sometimes we wouldn't know like what's the formula for something, right? Like something very basic. Like what's a very basic formula, Joe? Give me one right now.
I don't know, like quadratic equation.
Yeah, quadratic equation. Right?
I know
like,
quadratic.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? But like,
She's like I'm better than that.
No, but like, if you think about, okay, but if you think about it at the time, like at the time someone asked us like what's the quadratic formula, we don't sometimes we don't get it. We don't have it right on top of our heads, so we're all like, oh, everyone's like, oh, we're stupid. It's like, dude, who thinks of the quadratic formula? And like we don't practice the quadratic formula ever, right? You know what I mean? Like doesn't mean we don't know. It's just it's just not, you know, at the top of our heads or something we practiced often. So it's like it's like different. It's weird.
Yeah, it's okay. You can work for HR and then fire them.
So that's what Susie's doing at our next job.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
You're
be
just gonna
doing.
exile everybody, and you're fired.
All the nerds.
And you're fired.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you
I
talk
get
back to
that
me?
too.
Fired.
I think you should just use it as motivation to just prove them wrong, like Susie said. Like
Yeah, it has to be because if you dwell on it too much, like it's just bad for you. It's not
It
bad. They
becomes
base
a
it what they want to say. Yeah.
becomes a bad memory.
Yeah.
It's a bad memory. Yeah.
Like if you know that you're not, then like who cares, you know?
Yeah. Like it is what it is. Like some people are gonna hate. It's like haters are gonna
Most
hate.
people-
That's what you learn too.
Yeah.
You
And
just yeah. But
No, you go.
like you're always gonna have an enemy. There's gonna no matter how many right things you do, someone's gonna think it's wrong. I think you learned that really quickly in college.
Yep.
Someone's gonna find something.
What I learned is like those who like portray their intelligence so much, oftentimes they're insecure. That's why they like bringing you down to bring themselves up. So it's
Those are called bullies.
Those are called mean people. Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Joe's thinking, I just crapped on someone for a low GPA 2 days ago.
I don't like talking about me being an engineer in front of people. It's like, sure,
yeah,
like,
it's a little bit of a boast almost, right? I feel like it could be.
But it's like, okay, so let's say I do say in front of someone, I'm smart, you're dumb. Like, so what? It's like that doesn't
what have we
prove
learned?
Anything, you know? Like,
what have we gained from this conversation?
There's nothing constructive from saying that you're smart, you know? If anything, you saying that you're stupid and then proving them wrong just makes you look better. You know what I mean? So my philosophy has always been like, you don't need to, if you're smart and if you're truly smart, people around you are going to think you're smart without you actually saying it to them. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't need to go out of your way saying that you're smart and they're dumb. It's like, that's just going to prove itself at some point, and you don't need to work on spreading that word. So stay humble, people.
Yes. Next question. Why are you so cute? Yeah, I actually get this a lot.
That's crazy.
Oh, just kidding.
From her mom.
Oh no, not even.
And her grandma.
Okay, next question. How high is a cow? See, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
You know what? Let's answer it though. How high is a cow?
As high as it wants to be.
I agree with that one.
I think a cow is approximately like 2 meters high.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next question.
Next question. What is your favorite dried fruit?
Dried fruit.
Mango.
Oh, mango is a good one.
Or cranberry.
I like strawberry.
Oh, strawberry's good.
The air dried one.
Yeah.
Like the crispy ones.
Yeah. It's like a chip almost.
Mm-hmm. I like when I was a kid, I liked banana chips a lot.
Oh, banana chips are good.
Fire.
Right? Banana chips is like
fire.
But nowadays I do like I like raisins a lot.
Yeah.
Like I like raisin cookies, I like raisin cereal. But I do like banana chips. Banana chips are good.
Banana.
I don't know what else dried fruit there are.
I think there's everything. Oh, there's apples, like dried apples. I've had that
dried apples are pretty good.
It's like thin, they make it really thin.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good.
It's like dried watermelon. That would just be water.
Just be water.
Dried water. Never mind.
All right. Suzie, you got us?
Yes. Next one is so this one is from one of my lovely viewer. He said paying for first date. So we were having a conversation on Discord and people are like, I think first dates guys should pay, or whoever initiated should pay, or they should halfie it. So I just wanted to hear your
Well, I've been taught guys pay. That's what I've been taught. I think that's more of a like old school mentality maybe on this. Just because like I learned from my parents and my parents are old. But I think I don't see like so I know there's some people who feel like if they don't pay for the first date, they're like beta, or they're weak, or they don't have money, or so like I feel like that I don't get that. Like if she pays or you pay, who cares? Like the meal has been paid for. It's like if it happens like every time, maybe you can start thinking. But I don't see you're beta if you don't pay as a guy. I don't see that because I like when people pay for my food.
Are we under the assumption that the guy asked the girl out to the date?
Oh, does it depend on who asks who out?
Because I'm more on team whoever asks the other person out. Because it's like, let's say I'm just chilling and a girl texts me, it's like, you want to go on a date or like, you want to go out and eat, and it's clearly under the impression like it's going to be a date, not like just a hangout. Because if it's just a hangout, we'll split or whatever. But if it's for like a date and it's for furthering relationships, whatever, and it's going to be formal, I would half expect the person whoever asked me to pay. I will definitely offer to split it, or I would never offer to pay for it entirely myself if she asked me to go out on a date, but I would offer to split it at least. But I would have to expect the
Interesting.
girl to be like, I got the bill or whatever, or I got it this time. But I'm similar to Matt. Like I've always been taught, or I guess it's pretty cliche now or traditional that guys pay for the first date. But I think that's also under the assumption that the guy is the one that asks the girl out. And then he wants to make a nice gesture to the girl. And paying for it is also low-key kind of a flex. Is like, I can financially cover this. So that may make the girl like the guy more. So I think that's like an additional layer to it. But if it's strictly just, I don't know, a neutral date, I don't know. I would lean towards splitting it at least. But I don't know. I think guys usually pay first. What about you, Suzie? Would you pay for a date?
I feel like I've never been on like a first date before. So, and I've never really had like a guy who like covered the bill. So, yeah, I actually have like my exes, or never mind. So
Damn.
I personally would feel kind of weird if like, I don't know. I don't think I would have an expectation of like someone paying for my full meal. I would always expect to half it. But if he offered to pay full meal, I wouldn't like stop them. Because if I offer to pay the full meal, then I don't want them to stop me either. Because I wouldn't just say I want to pay just cause. Like that would mean I actually want to pay. And if someone else wanted to do that, I wouldn't want to stop their gesture. So, but if a guy asked me out on a first date, I don't know what's normal. Like, am I supposed to expect them to pay? Like, I don't know.
I also think
it
depends on what point in life you are. If we're college students,
yeah,
I think having it is more natural. But if you're like a full-on mid-30s, like you have a job, a place to live in, you have income, then maybe like paying for it is not as much of a big deal. Like it's more of a gesture than scrapping for money. But I think college students is like so broke.
yeah,
no money. It's like might as well have it because like it's easier on the wallet for both of us versus having to cover it entirely. But
true.
I think from this conversation, like you should ask someone out and then have them pay for it.
And then dip after.
You're like, thanks for the meal.
I see. Favorite pickup line?
You guys have favorite pickup line?
I don't use these pickup, but I know Suzie has experience with pickup lines before.
I have so many pickup lines, but like I don't really have a favorite.
Those are pretty good ones.
I feel like there's so many underrated ones out there that whenever I hear it, I'm like, that's so clever. But then I can never remember it when people ask me about pickup lines.
I see.
Like I always do the vitamin one.
Oh god.
That's so cringe.
I like the shoot. See, like I agree. Like whenever I try to think of it, I can't remember.
Oh, we can see the fly on your wall.
Yep. I left the balcony screen open, dude. I like forgot to close that again. Wait, also for the question earlier, we forgot to answer one underrated things about each other.
Okay, we can do pickup line and then one underrated thing about each other.
Okay, well, one pickup line I can give is how do you want to do that right now? Oh god.
Go, Suzie. It's practice.
You carry a mirror around in your pocket because I can see myself in your pants.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
That didn't go where I thought it was gonna go.
Yep.
All right.
Not a bad one, right?
I think I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Like a really dumb one that like people say, like I heard it before, it was like, oh, did you come out of the oven because you're hot?
That's cute.
Bro,
See, that's cute.
That's like low key. Because for me, it's always been, I went to the doctor's and he said I need more vitamin U.
Oh god.
or like Suzie, like this shirt, it's a boyfriend material.
Oh God. I've actually never heard of the boyfriend material before.
Really? That's so common.
That's a really common one.
Oh,
I feel like,
God.
yeah.
Okay, one underrated thing about each other. Go. One underrated thing about Matt.
Y'all are overrated. I don't know.
What? About Matt?
About Matt.
Underrated. I don't know. Like, so underrated means we're assuming that not many people know about this, right?
Yeah.
So like, so but
we gotta hype up Matt. We gotta be like, bet you didn't know about this. Matt's got a big basement.
I thought you were about to say something else.
I was like, and I'm leaving.
I was like,
Calm down. I ain't gonna spoil it like that.
I'd say Matt is surprisingly generous.
Surprisingly.
Like, I didn't ever think Matt could be this way, but
like I feel like Matt likes giving out stuff.
Not the bank. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. You like giving. I feel like. Yeah. I feel like he does. And also he like knows a lot of things. Like I just remember I have like multiple memories of Matt being like, oh yeah, there's like a sale going on. We should all go, like we should all buy this.
He's aware.
You know?
He's aware of things.
Yes.
I
multiple
think
times.
One underrated thing about Matt for me is he's got pretty nice legs.
Okay.
Every time I go to gym,
I swear to God, I've heard this so many times.
Really?
Oh, really?
Like, cause yeah.
You would not expect, if you ever seen Matt's legs, you would not expect Matt to have those legs. But I feel like it's because
I don't think I remember that.
He plays.
Show your legs right
played
now.
hockey.
Right,
but like, I'm just saying, like, it's like a compliment. It's like, damn, he's got nice legs.
I've heard two other people actually say that before.
Yeah, it's not a lot of people know, but especially because school year is like you wear long pants for the most part because it's like winter and fall, so it's cold. But like the times you see Matt in shorts and you see his legs, is like he's got pretty nice legs.
I had a friend.
Underrated.
Yeah, we have a friend. Her name is Bernice. She came up to me one time after class and she was like, Matt, I've been waiting like 3 years to tell you this, but you have really nice legs. I was like,
what the?
Thank you. Goodbye. Leave.
Interesting.
Anyway, yeah.
I don't think I've seen Matt's legs before. I've never looked at Matt's legs. I don't think.
Okay, but like you know what I mean? Like it's not something that
torso.
like I'll be real, like that's something you look at first.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah.
Like unless like you have massive legs, like the legs, you just walk. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Underrated thing about me. Go.
About Suzie? I'm trying so hard to think of something.
What the heck?
No, because I feel like most things I've already been verbal about Suzie. Like underrated.
I think a very underrated thing about Suzie, because I think Suzie mentioned before, like she's like a very like comfortable, like, you know, she laughs at everything, right? She's like a like can always like you mentioned, like you sometimes people think you're not serious, but like I think Suzie's very intentional. And what I mean by that is like she sees the things that you would not think like someone who's like very goofy to see. Like let's say like I'm going through something and like I tell her all the details, she's able to like understand each detail and then maybe provide her own context and understand everything and be able to like, you know, like come up with something or like, you know, a conclusion or something. I think like whenever I talk with Suzie, like that's something that I think is really underrated. I think Suzie again is someone you think like, oh, like Suzie, we're just gonna have fun 24/7 and that's it. But I think you can really have a deep, very intentional, and like she does really care about you, like type of conversation. I think that's a very underrated thing about Suzie. Yeah.
I would say
Susie's like, nope.
Like personally,
never did that with you.
I've never gotten into the whole like Valorant and like PC gaming. So I would say Suzie's underrated at Valorant, but I just don't know how good she is by watching her stream. So in my eyes, she seems pretty good.
Wow, thank you, Joseph.
Other people might have other opinions, but I think Suzie's very good at hustling, like in a lot of aspects. Like a lot of people might assume like, oh, she's a streamer, all she does is play games every day, and she probably doesn't take class seriously, and she's probably lazy, probably doesn't do anything other than play games. Like it's a very natural flow of thought to think that, Suzie. But I think like a lot of people underrate how like busy she is, or like how much she puts in effort to make sure she's supported financially, like always making sure she has a job on hand or at least some form of income.
That's facts.
She's always making sure, you know, I guess she did mention like she likes staying busy, but like making sure she has something to do and not wasting time, I think is a pretty underrated quality or trait of Suzie. But yeah, that's part of her streaming mindset as well, I guess.
Wow. So wholesome. Okay.
Wow, you
What
guys
about Joseph? Joseph.
What about
you should
me?
start off yours. You should start off yours again, like how Joe started with yours. Yeah, so Joe's like pretty good at golf, I guess. He talks about it a lot, but I don't know.
No, he started out with Joseph started with I'm trying so hard to think of one right now.
Because I had thought so many things before. I don't know what else to say. But there you go.
That's cap. Moving on.
I think people would underrate how like it's actually like entertaining to hang out with Joseph.
Really?
Because like because like
are you saying people think he's boring?
No, I don't. No, like you mentioned. No. Like you mentioned, like oh yeah, people just think I like study all the time, and you know that. So like maybe people don't invite. Wait. Well, maybe you don't always get invited because people might think. And not personally. I'm just trying to connect.
Okay.
Like you said earlier.
I know what you're saying.
But I hung out with Joseph earlier, or not today, but the other day because his internet was out and I had internet. So it wasn't like we wanted to hang out. He just needed internet. But we ended up hanging out for like 3 hours, I think. 3 hours. And we like had some talks and I don't know. It was fun.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
It was alright.
You're really selling this right now. You're really selling it. Suzie.
No, but I actually enjoy talking to Joseph. So
she's
I feel
lonely.
So
only when his internet's out though.
No, yeah, actually though, I feel
like I have no warm water.
Oh yeah, you can go over and shower. But yeah, I think Joseph's actually fun to talk to. And he always has like good things to say. Like I'm surprised at how much like relationship advice Joseph has since he's never been in a relationship. But he actually gives good advice too about that. So yeah.
Thank you.
I think this is like kind of funny but not funny at the same time. I think one underrated thing about Joe is like, since Joe, like I think you mentioned before, he's a little bit more on like the introverted side, and like especially when you're like in team meetings, it looks like he's just not paying attention. He's just sitting there, just like not saying a word. But I think it's really like, I think every time I've had a meeting with Joe and like we're in a group of, like not just a meeting, but maybe in a group setting where like we're either sharing advice or like giving points about a certain topic, I always really appreciated what Joe had to say, because what Joe said is super deep, and it never was a moment you thought like, oh, Joe wasn't paying attention to the conversation, or like he wasn't like actually focused on, like he's very intentional when he's with people, and like he listens very intently to what you say, and he really wants to make sure he gets everything like right out of like what he wants to say. So I think Joe is like really like, I don't know if detail is the right word. I think more intentional. Like when he's in a group setting and when he's talking about something, he really gives great insight. And I think he really knows how to provide insights that maybe weren't mentioned before. So maybe we're all talking about like, oh, this event was crap. And then Joe's like, well, actually, like maybe it is crap, but then I thought of it as this way. And we're all like, oh, that makes a lot of sense too. And then it's like, oh, dope. So I think that's like, that happens a lot, I think, with Joe. And I think that's like a really underrated thing about him. I think that especially like, I don't know if like recruiters are listening, but like jobs and stuff, like if like, I think that's really underrated, because there's like a lot of like people who just like go with what's been said, but I think Joe's very good at like stating his opinion on what he thinks is happening. So yeah, I think that's an underrated thing about Joe.
Nice.
Or maybe it's overrated. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on your perspective.
I see. Well,
fat episode.
the last we can do a last question.
Yeah.
Ending question is: do you think you would be friends with a clone of yourself?
Ooh.
No.
I think for me is 100% a yes.
I
And let me
am so
elaborate.
fun and beautiful and
Exactly.
wonderful.
No, it's because I personally think Alice, who's my sister, is like a clone. Like we're so similar. We watch the same things, eat, we enjoy food the same way. Like we're literally so similar, and I love I like hanging out with my sister more than anyone, like in the world. So if I have a clone of me, you know, I feel like I'd enjoy that.
The world would
The
end
world
if we
be
had
just a
another
better place.
Suzie.
It's
Better
over.
place.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
GG.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
There's
Wouldn't be
definitely
bad.
there would definitely be things that are very convenient if I had a clone. But I don't know if I could be friends with my clone.
You
There's
like
some-
order him around.
It's like I am so okay. I don't want to say so into myself, but like I feel like I have such a mindset where it's like I am me, and if I knew someone out there was exactly how I looked and how I behaved and responded to things, it would just ruin with my or like mess with like how I view myself as an individual. You know what I mean? Like I think there's a convenience with like, oh, we can do things without saying things to each other, or we'll be on the same wavelength with like making decisions or like how we do things. But like my individual like identity of like who I am is so tied down to just me being me. Like if I knew someone out there was a clone of myself, that would just mess a lot of things up. And I just wouldn't know how to deal with it. So like it'd be really hard for me to be friends with that person. Because like in my head, that person is competing with me to be me, if that makes sense. So like in a certain way, it's like I'd be happy to have someone like me around because that make things so simple and convenient. But at the same time, I know who I am. It's like, do I really want another one of myself in my life? So it's like, I don't know.
I see.
For me, knowing my pros and cons, no.
Interesting.
Because I think I work well with people who are different than me. Like not like what I mean by different is not like legit everything is different, but I think like if most of the things are different or like a good amount of it, I think I work better with that person because I don't know, it's just been like something that I don't know how to explain it, but it's just been something that I've seen because I think I've dated people who were exactly like me and it didn't work out. It was just nonstop fighting because we're like I'm very stubborn, and if they're very stubborn, nothing's gonna happen. So like it just doesn't happen. So I think for me, like I really like started to like see like I really start to work with people if they're a little bit different than me because I can bounce off ideas and it's not like personal or like whatever. I think I don't know. That's like how I function. I think I need to be with people different than me.
That makes sense.
Like opposites attract.
Yeah. Would you guys date
Kinda
someone
do.
that's like you?
No.
I guess no.
I've experienced that.
I don't think so. Actually, maybe.
I feel like you haven't.
I haven't for sure.
You've definitely not dated.
Yeah,
I've
that is,
dated
yeah.
people opposite of me, so maybe I should.
Maybe you need to find someone
people
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. If you're out there and you think like you're Suzie, hit her up.
Hit me up. I'm single, happily single.
No, you're not.
all the Valorant guys not now.
Oh god.
We got him. Well, that wraps up the episode, guys.
Wow, that was a fat episode.
That was a fat episode.
Yeah. Thanks for submitting questions.
No, for real.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people are waiting for this episode because it's been like 2 weeks since we said submit questions.
Yeah.
But it's finally here.
Shout out to Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Bill.
As always.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. And like last time, should we do a like last time, drop a coconut emoji.
What's up?
Last episode, if you listened all the way to the end, we mentioned how you should drop a coconut emoji.
Oh, is that why people were commenting coconut? I was confused.
Yeah.
Well,
someone didn't listen to the podcast.
She doesn't listen to her own podcast. God.
I mean, I wasn't in it. I was kidding.
Yeah, I mean, there was like 4 or 5 people across Spotify and YouTube who dropped the coconut emoji. Now we know. Now we know who's the real ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you for listening.
But we're grateful for all of you.
Yeah, we're in school now, or at least me and Suzie are in school, so we might be a little busy, but we're gonna try to continue these episodes. So until then, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Bye.
See ya.
Peace out.
See ya.